nothing was going their way in that hard point. Cloud9 made it look so easy.
Here's another point, too. With Overclock making it in, why wouldn't you take an edit?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's true.
With Overclock making it in,
you're getting it fried pretty normal.
You run that and you get it kind of normal here in Search and Destroy. So just maybe Faze not used to Overclock being in. We've actually seen that in the past where teams are not used to like Overdrive being in and it sneaks into a CTF and an uplink. They just don't end up taking it because they're so used to it being out. But I know a lot of shots going down here on the B Street. It's going to be Silly picking up one, quickly traded out though. So it's going to force things into a 3-on-3. Before I can even say that, it's going to be Swarly picking up Attach. So it's going to be Faze man down here. It's going to be Enable with bomb in his hand and Clay alive. Still trying to force action down the street.
Nice peek from Enable there. Picks up his second kill of the round. Evening it up to a 2 versus 2. Swarly was very patient. I really like to see him play that top rock area, but it's all good. Gets traded out. We're going to see how Faze is going to play this now. Seems like they're trying to go through, push through this B Street area.
And this is pretty risky, but I feel like in a round 1, it's kind of like an alright kind of risk you can take where, I mean, you go all the way back here. If there's a guy playing in the back of church, you're dead. But Clay's going to pick up one in the middle of the map. Now it's going to be a 1v2. It's going to be Assault, the only one alive for Cloud9, and he is in a perfect position here. And you see Clay peeking out pretty wide, and that is a spot that was adjusted in the patch previously. So that was an amazing spot you can sit behind. Really not been shot there when you went to go play in a day. Adjusted a little bit, you can see, you can get a lot more vision on that player, but bomb's going to go down. Going to be Assault here in the 1v2. How would you approach this, team?
Yeah, basically his only play was to try and get Clay out of that power spot on top of that little barn head glitch right there. He can do this though. This is the right approach. You have to get to the bomb. He doesn't have too much time to work with, but Enable picks up his third on that one. Good teamwork there from the Faze boys. And, you know, slow, methodical gameplay, working up the B Street, and a decisive play. That's what you need to see.
It's not a clean round though. I mean, they do go down early. They're able to bring it back. I know Enable was just a huge piece for Faze that round. They're going to take the first one here in Search and Destroy. I don't want to say it's a must-win map for Faze, but I do think, obviously, they go down 0-2. This is a team that, you know, last year you would have said, oh, this team can make any kind of comeback. They have all types of momentum and confidence. You know, they get hyped. I don't feel like it's the same team this year. I feel like it's a little bit of a different squad. We can see Havoc off the rip, though, with the snipers.
Yep, so he's going to go for the top church side. Barely misses Clayster in that top church window. Havoc, very, very good with the sniper. So many clips we see on social media and his stream. Great stuff from him. The Varric's not bothering him at all. And there it is. Picks up the first kill on that middle truck on Attach. Going to switch back on board with the rest of his team, though, working over to this B execute. Faze is down in numbers. The trade going in. Assault picks up the first with the L card. Great stuff from him. Havoc picking up another. And the last player from Faze in the back going to be getting swarmed, which is Clayster. And great stuff. As soon as you get that numbers, you execute on a bomb site. Easy round.
As soon as he gets that first pick on Attach, I mean, things just open up. And they played that B execute perfectly. So they had a guy at the door putting in some shots with an M8. They quickly, you know, fly in with the L card to that guy's side. It's so hard when that player's like sliding in on you on the bomb because he's sliding in, you want to go aim at him, but you're playing behind bombs. So when you look down, like you're just seeing the bomb site. You're not actually seeing the players. You can't even fire on them. Great play there from Cloud9. Now tie it up 1 round apiece. And I'm just going to keep an eye on, you know, how fast Havoc is getting towards this kinetic. He's going to be running overclock pretty much every round. He's running, you know, afterburner, overclock, fast hands, blast presser, and dead silence on pretty much every round with the sniper rifle and then RK5 setup. So see the nade coming out on Swarly there. Clay is going to go with the L card. It's a risky play there. He's going to back up. I don't think he should challenge this.
Yeah, kind of a weird situation from Clay. He knew where that player was, did not trap him though. Swarly challenges, not the best gunfight to challenge when the Shiva's shooting down the line of sight. Faze picking up a couple of their own, and that's the last kill for Clayster right there. And Swarly played the situation perfectly, and then said, oh, I'm just going to rush him.
It's like, I hated the way Clay played it, and then I just, like, when I saw Swarly do that, I was like, that's even worse.
That was interesting.
It's like, hey, I have a great spot. I'm going to leave my spot, so you can easily take me out wide in the open.
He didn't shoot either.
Yeah, it really didn't make much sense. Faze.
Clay's happy.
Yeah, Clay's ecstatic right now. I mean, he picks up another kill. Starting out things 4-1 here. Search and Destroy Infection. And go on with the offensive team.
We're going Havoc again.
I mean, I would be
it.
shocked if they peek him again. And you see the defensive setup from Faze is going to be drastically different this round.
Yep, I like the switch up from Faze, adapting on the fly, making sure that they do not give up that early first blood to this sniper. Havoc is absolutely deadly with it. Gonna switch on board with Faze, gonna see if they're gonna try and execute a flank here, but no, it looks like they're just gonna play it a little bit slow, work the middle map setup.
This is a spot that a lot of teams hold down on defense. We've seen H2K kind of, this is like almost like their default setup where they stack mid and they kind of get one, try and push up into the B bomb site and watch over from Statue. It's just something we don't see a lot of teams do well or execute well. So now Cloud9 has to know that this B bomb side is, I don't want to say completely open, but they do know how that Faze is giving it up a little bit. They just have to be cautious how they play this. Like, it's really going to come down to where Swirly plants the bomb, who's going to be looking over him in this situation. So he's going to get that good position in by the B bomb.
The flanks coming in, going to switch back on board. Clay around the back with Enable, going to catch Havoc with the sniper in the back, and that's sort of the trade-off. The risk of running a sniper can't be in these gunfights very well. Clay picks up another. The nice flank. Decisive gameplay from Faze, working together, retaking the side of the map that they want, but Cloud9 gets the bomb down and answering back.
It's a good play by Cloud9 because when they realize that there's 3 players on the flank, they push this one guy at the B bomb site and get him out of that position. Now Faze, even with the man advantage, they're running out of time, Team. Only 23 seconds left on the clock, and you see Zuma, that's a huge kill there on Assault.
Yeah, last player alive for Cloud9 is Swirly, gets taken out by Enable, and that was a great round, in my opinion, from Faze. You know, they got picked in that first round from Havoc Sniper. They instantly changed it up. Don't give him any line of sight. Hit him on the flank at the back tank. Take control of the B Street. An easy retake for them as Cloud9 was trying to hold middle. And that's why Faze has been so good. We saw yesterday in Search and Destroy. They struggled a bit early, and then they started to figure it out. They were overthinking situations too much, and now they're just executing properly.
Also a pretty poor setup from Cloud9.
Yep.
I mean, why is your sniper watching your flank?
Yes,
I mean,
true.
He has like one chance to hit a shot, and then if there's more than one person there, he's going to die regardless. So not a real big fan of the setup there from Cloud9. Clay getting close to streaks. I believe he's only going to be 50 off of a dart now. Yes, he's going to be 50 off the dart, has his glitch. So we'll see how they play. Maybe they play around him, get him some easy picks.
Yep, expect him to keep going off. He switches back on board with the M8, though. Not decided to go with the Shiva again, and looks like Faze just going to try and play it slow, pace with picks, but is a little bit scary when Havoc's doing those wall runs over towards the back church. They need to be careful and expect Clay to work up towards this broken side again and catch Swirly.
With so much success with the Shiva, why go away from it?
I really don't know.
I mean,
6-1, man.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a great start to the hard point. He switches over to the Shiva during that. He actually starts to pick up some kills. In this one, he goes off with the Shiva. He starts off 6-1. Now we're going back to the M8. I feel like you just kind of stick with what works. Don't really try and change anything up. The only thing I can think of is maybe like he doesn't have a class with like Shiva and trophies and nades, and maybe they needed the trophies and nades to push down this B Street eventually. So it's the only reason I can think of. And he's going to use Glitch to save his life there and actually attach. Picks up one. Clay just firing some bullets in the back of his teammate's head. It's not ideal, and they're going to try and nade out Assault in that position. Nice play there by Clay.
Kobe.
Gonna get the dart. Now only 50 away from the Lightning.
Yeah, exactly. And switching over to this trophy class is able to get those points towards the score streaks. Havoc able to pick up one. Clay pushing with Attach, though. Attach, great push, and the glitch from Clay keeps the streak alive. Those score streaks are very, very crucial on Infection. You can work them up towards the middle, the B Street, and basically shut down anything.
Yeah, and when Clay was pushing up and he got shot at from Silly, Silly's over by those B steps. He glitches back, Attach peeks right away because Silly's aimer is still on that spot that Clay was. Attach comes out, peeks it a little bit wider. Silly really doesn't have much of a chance. Yeah,
great bait and switch, and then Clay just looks up, pops the nade at the back rock, and very surprising that the players playing on the B Street from Cloud9 aren't using Flak Jacket. That's the one that protects you, right?
Funny is, like, we haven't really seen this year where like nades are used to like zone players out, right? Like, remember Black Ops 2, like you would use a nade like in that kind of position to get that guy off of that cover. It's like I feel like this year, like people just use nades off the spawn, kind of toss them, see if they can pick somebody up with them. But that was a really nice use of nades there by Clay. It's going to be Silly and Swirly picking up kills for Cloud9 here early, though, is trying to mount a little bit of a comeback here against Faze. See, it's going to be just Clay and Zuma live for Faze Clan, and looks like Assault and the guys on Cloud9 going to head over trying to assault this A-bomb.
Yeah, very interesting play from them. They got the couple of kills they needed on the B Street, but didn't go to the B bomb site, and now the bomb is stuck in a sort of weird situation. Zuma has a nice line of sight of it. You can see if Silly is going to go to pick it up. We're going to stick on board with Zuma to see if he can fend off this push. One player doing the wide wrap around from Clay, but I don't know if he's going to have time. Zuma's going to be swarmed here in a second.
Oh, Clay's got to go fast if they're going to keep Zuma alive. Zuma is just trying to waste as much time as he can. He picks up a kill on the process, though, and it's going to be Havoc, though, from behind, able to take Zuma out. It's all going to fall on the shoulders of Clayster here. Has the dart. Does not see either of these players. He's going to get pretty aggressive over towards A. Knows the player is planted, not able to take him out. It's going to be Havoc inside a bar and able to take out Clay. It's going to put Cloud9 on the board with another round, going to make the score 4-2 in favor of Faze.
Yeah, bit of a scary situation for Cloud9. They got the kills, they made Faze back up from the B Street and decided to wrap back towards middle and go to the A-bomb site. That could have gone bad for them quickly. Zuma was able to pick up one, but too much pressure from the back graveyard side. Not able to pull it out. If Clay just hit that flank 2 seconds faster, he could have kept his teammate alive.
Look what Havoc has. Has his kinetic
There
armor
it is.
already. So
And a
round
dart
7,
for Clay.
he's going to get it. And obviously, Overclock aids with that. So see how he potentially uses it this round. I think if you're Cloud9, you kind of gamble a little bit. You save it this round. You don't use it. You try and get the win here, just kind of straight up. And well, doesn't look like that's going to happen. As players drop, you see Havoc's now going to pop kinetic armor. He gets one, picks up a second, and kinetic armor wins the round for Cloud9. That's exactly why you want kinetic.
And the biggest thing we have to note on as well is Faze is getting so many grenade kills on this B Street. Cloud9 needs to put some flak jacket on, some trophies on, but it's very smart. They're spot checking. Yeah. Faze is spot checking the normal spots, the rock, the top, with those EMPs, seeing if any players are there. Clay pops it up with the grenade, gets a player weak, pops one with the Shiva. Great stuff to clear out the map, but Havoc says, oh well, I got kinetic armor, you're all dead.
It'll be really interesting, I know, if Cloud9 comes back and wins this one, what the guys over on Analysis say, if there's kind of a mix-up from Faze not to take kinetic armor with Overclock in the game.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that one. If Overclock is in, the one drawback of having kinetic is you don't get it as quick, but you have the perk that gets you special. Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
That negates the negatives of kinetic armor, yeah. So,
oh, start coming out. I'm gonna switch on board to see if Clay can drive around a little bit. 2 players spotted on the B Street, able to pick up 1 trophies, protecting this teammate though. Get him! Get him! Gets 2. Nice driving from Clay. They're gonna switch back on board with Cloud9 to see if they're able to clutch up on this 1 versus 4 now situation for Assault. Picks up 1. Other players into the B bomb sites. 2 for him. Pops the Psychosis. Enable unsure of who to shoot at, but finally gets taken out. Clay with the 3rd, and that one gonna be getting the defuse as well, working his way up towards another streak. A nice retake there. Assault almost had that one though.
Dude, he kills Enable.
That's close.
He kills Enable, he probably pushes into the B bomb site, and he probably gets over towards that mid statue. That's one that Assault's probably able to clutch out, but Faze with Clay picking up that final kill. Got 1 round away from tying the series up.
Yeah, very scary setup, and it's just, you can hear the dart come out, and Cloud9 just didn't seem to focus on it at all. You can very easily look up and shoot it out of the sky, but they were just trying to run for their lives. Well, Clay tracked the player down.
The dart's kind of hard to see in the sky.
It is, but you can hear the sound, man. You can look up for it, spot it at least.
What were we talking about a while ago? It's like throwing some like engineers so you see it easy and shoot out of the sky.
Red glow in the sky.
Yeah, but don't think many players are going to be running engineer. So, perk that rarely gets used here. So we'll see what Faze does here to try and close things out. Give Attach going up top for Rock. The rest of the Faze team, they're going to be pushing down the B Street. And it looks like Cloud9 is going to set up for that mid control. They're going to play this one a little bit differently on the defensive end. And I think they do need to change something up. It's about time. Clay, the only one with Faze with an ability. He's going to have a glitch. Don't really think that comes into play here, but you have Zuma very close to Camo. You have Attach pretty close to Heat Wave. I mean, he picks up 1 kill, probably gets that Heat Wave or very close to it, potentially gets it this round. So I think maybe they're waiting to use this Camo, but seems like Enable's going to be able to get bombed down.
So Cloud9 going to be on the retake, going to switch on board with them. Does Havoc have the sniper? Yes, he is going to try and get this line in sight over towards the player. Faze guys need to be careful not to peek him too much, but it's so hard to retake with a sniper. The risk for reward we keep talking about, and maybe Havoc should just put this away. When he had a sub in his hands, he was doing work, not too much time. Now, the execute on the B Street. Zuma is there to pick off 1, gets the line of sight. Assault answers back. Not too much time to work with, though. They have to get to this bomb site. Clay glitches back again to this floating rock. 2 players on the street. The wave coming in. Attach closes it out for FaZe Clan. And great stuff. The practice